We've officially passed the halfway point of the Gilded Age Season 3, and things are really starting to heat up. After that shocking ending in the last episode, where George seemingly threatened Bertha with the prospect of divorce due to her behavior, this upcoming episode looks like it's going to dig even deeper into the Russell family's struggles. Bertha is heading to England to support Gladys, while George is under serious financial strain as he tries to push forward with his ambitious railroad project. Meanwhile, Marian is clearly uncomfortable with Larry's recent visit to the Haymarket. Add to that Peggy's realization that Dr. Kirkland's mother may never truly accept her, and Oscar finally coming face-to-face with Maude Beaton. It's clear this next episode is going to be packed. Let's dive into the trailer for Episode 6 and unpack everything we saw. I'll also be sharing some theories and predictions along the way. Quick heads up, this video will contain spoilers. The trailer opens with George meeting J.P. Morgan for the first time since Morgan pulled out of the railroad deal, claiming it wasn't financially viable. Morgan says, "Good of you to come all this way," to which George replies, "I had a summon from J.P. Morgan. I didn't think I had a choice." Morgan dryly answers, "You didn't." This meeting doesn't seem to take place in New York. Considering Morgan spent part of each year in England, and Bertha is currently there, it's possible George traveled overseas as well. This might be more than just business. It could tie into Bertha's storyline. Morgan warns that the railroad industry is teetering on collapse. Despite the risks, George is desperate to push ahead, believing his project could revolutionize transportation across the United States. But he's clearly panicking, later saying, "Everything I've built is on the verge of collapse. It's too late for him to back out now." We then see Marian confronting Oscar, asking, "Tell me where Larry was the night he saw Maude Beaton." Oscar insists it doesn't matter, but Marian disagrees. Larry was at the Haymarket, a place associated with drinking, gambling, and shady dealings. Hardly the kind of place Marian expected her fiancé to be. Although Larry wasn't necessarily doing anything wrong, Marian may not approve of the environment and the behavior it implies. In earlier trailers, she even says she doesn't think Larry is the man she thought he was. Could this be the beginning of a rift between them? Oscar is seen entering a room at the Haymarket where Maude Beaton is working. In a tense moment, he demands, "I want to know what happened to the money." Fans will remember Maude was involved in the scam that cost Oscar his family fortune back in Season 2. Based on her current situation, it's likely she never saw any of that money herself and was double-crossed by her co-conspirators. Karma, it seems, has caught up to her. Peggy is seen having a heartfelt conversation with her mother, saying, "I'm too ambitious, too busy, too committed, and I'm not the right color." This clearly refers to Mrs. Kirkland, who looks on with a disapproving glare. Despite Peggy's love for Dr. Kirkland, she's facing constant resistance from his mother, and sadly, he's doing nothing to defend her. It's painful to watch, and Peggy may soon need to make a tough choice: stay in the relationship or walk away from the toxicity. Jack is shown hugging Mrs. Bauer and saying, "This house is the closest thing to a home I've ever known." With Agnes likely discovering Jack's unexpected wealth, she may try to remove him from service. But for Jack, his job isn't just about money, it's about family. He fears that leaving the household means losing the people who matter most to him. As George says his empire is collapsing, we cut to Clay smirking. Could Clay be plotting revenge after being fired? Perhaps he leaked damaging information to the press to ruin George's reputation. His timing would be perfect. George is already vulnerable. Over in England, the frostiest showdown is brewing. Gladys tells her mother, all his life he's followed his sister's orders. Why make trouble? She's referring to the Duke and his controlling sister, Lady Sarah. But Bertha has no intention of letting her daughter live under someone else's thumb. She responds, "If you want to cook an omelet, you have to break a few eggs." Bertha is ready to challenge Lady Sarah's dominance, and possibly teach Gladys how to stand her ground. This is shaping up to be a dramatic battle of wills between two of the coldest characters in the series. Overall, the upcoming episode seems centered around confrontation: Bertha versus Sarah, Peggy versus Mrs. Kirkland, Oscar versus Maude, George versus J.P. Morgan, and Marian versus Larry. Every storyline is heading toward explosive showdowns. The stakes have never been higher, and honestly, it looks like the drama is only just getting started. So, there you have it. The Gilded Age Season 3 Episode 6 trailer fully explained. What are your theories? Do you think George will survive this financial storm? Will Marian break things off with Larry? And can Bertha finally outmatch Lady Sarah? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Gilded Age breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.